Good day, everyone. Welcome to Uncle Mouse online tutorial for Jamb and Waec students. Today, I want to discuss conjugation in biology. Now, what is conjugation? Conjugation is a sexual reproduction that are found in organisms or that are carried out by organisms which normally reproduce asexually. Their normal daily way of reproducing or reproduction is asexual. But they carry out conjugation, which is sexual reproduction, when the conditions are not favorable. Like when they are weak due to old age, or maybe when there is shortage of food, or maybe where there is not enough water in their environment. They will have no other option than to resort into carrying out sexual reproduction, which is the conjugation. Now, during conjugation, specie organisms, two organisms of the same specie will come together, align side by side. They will now create a conjugation funnel or channel, yes, conjugation channel, which they will now exchange their nuclear material. Now, the nuclear material they are changing, the male is the one giving out to the female. The male specie is indicated by plus. If you look at the diagram in the screen, you can see the plus sign. That is to tell you that it is the one giving out the nuclear to the other one. Now, there are some certain organisms that carry out this conjugation, not all. It can be found in fungi. In fungi, the examples that you can find this is rhizopus and mold. Please, you can't see this in yeast, even if it is a fungi. Please take note of that. Yeast only reproduce by budding, not rhizopus. Now, algae, example of algae that reproduce through conjugation is the spirogyra. Take note. Then the protozoa, it is commonly found in paramecium. Then in bacteria, it is found in E. coli. In Jamb and Waec, they said this question. They might give you options. You may see yeast as a fungi. If you pick it, you failed. It is only found in rhizopus and mold. That is for conjugation. So please be very, very careful when you are picking your answers when you come across them. Please, I want you to like, subscribe, and share. Now, look at this. This is still an example of a rhizopus undergoing conjugation. As you can see, the up little one that is plus in the left, the negative is not actually showing there. Now, what they do, they only share gametes. The gamete is their nuclei. You know, gametes can be sperm or egg. Once they share it, it will form a zygospore. You know, in human being, when we say two gametes form, they form zygote, but they call it a zygospore because it will produce spores like seeds. Now, you can see this is a paramecium. That example is a paramecium. You see they have aligned together. Take note, paramecium have two nucleus, the mega nucleus and the micro nucleus. The macro one, which is the biggest one, does not take place in conjugation. It will only disappear. But the micro is the one that takes place. The micro will divide itself. The micro divides itself twice to produce 4 micro nucleus. Please, it divides itself twice. Is a question that they normally set. Take note. The micro, which is the smallest one, divides itself twice and exchange materials. Please take note about that. But at the end, they are going to produce 4. 2 of them aligning together will produce what? 4. Please take note. The macro is just to dictate the activities of the cell, while the micro is the one that takes place in cell division. Now, this is an example of spirogyra. This is a spirogyra. You can see they are aligning side by side again, exchanging gametes through the conjugation tube, which you can see in the B. The tube has been formed. In the C, you see that it has totally transferred the gametes to the negative one, which is the C, the down one, the lower one there. You can see it has formed a new organism, a new zygote has been formed. Remember, this one is called zygote. In that of what will I say? In the that of the other one I discussed, it was called zygospore because it results in producing spores. But this one does not produce spores, so it is just called a zygote. Please, I want you to take note of this because they said that zygospore, they will label it. What is it? You should know it is a zygospore, not zygote. Then this is an example of a bacteria. A special example of bacterial carrier conjugation is the E. coli. You can see they are still transferring genetic materials within themselves, but this genetic material they transfer here is a plasmid, not a chromosome. Please take note. This is an example, a question. You see, like I said, this is a rhizopus. The one they label I is now the zygospore. Zygospore. Now the question, the structure label I is formed as a result of the fusion of what? A pair of nuclei. A pair of nuclei. One from the male, one from the female. Come together. So the option is C. For the second one, the special name of the part label I Roman figure I is an hypha. Two hyphas come together. Hypha carrying gametes come together. So that question is please hypha. Take note. Hypha, a cell of fungi are normally called hypha, but when hyphas come together they call mycelium. So the answer to this very question is hypha. Please also take note about this. So this is a typical example of a fungi that carries out. Now we've come to different set of questions here that came different here. The type of reproduction that is common to both hydra and yeast. Look at it, hydra and yeast. You can see the option C is conjugation. It is out of the option because hydra does not carry out conjugation, neither yeast. I told you yeast is by budding. So that is common between the both is C, B, sorry, is B, budding. Budding is the correct answer. Then one common question 2 now. One common characteristic of fungi, algae, mosses and fen is that they, pay attention now. Common characteristic, fungi conjugation correct, algae conjugation correct, but mosses is out of it and fen is out of it. So what will be common between them in their character is that fungi, some alternation of generation can be found in fungi. Reproduction sexually by conjugation, wrong. Reproduce spores that are dispersed, yes, yes. They all produce spores. They all produce spores. Mosses also, ferns also, fungi and algae also. Which of the following is true of the process of conjugation in paramecium? Look at it. Like I said, micronucleus disintegrate, wrong. Micronucleus does not disappear. Each X conjugate divide only once, wrong. Micronucleus undergoes division, wrong. Each micronucleus divide twice. D is the correct option. Like I said, the micronucleus divide twice. Which of the following is not true of Spirogyra? Reproduced by conjugation. Spirogyra reproduced by conjugation, correct. Reproduced by fragmentation. I can't see the other one. Consists of sorry, I can't see this one very clear. I can't see. Yes, Spirogyra reproduced by fragmentation. It divides itself. It also, that is for asexual. So B, that B is correct. But I don't see the other two. So these are other questions that still come that I was able to filter out under conjugation. Please, if you like this, please share, comment, turn on your notification board. Follow me for more. I will bring more in biology, chemistry, maths, and also physics. Please like, share and comment. Please, if you have a problem, you can drop it in your message. Thank you very much. You can pause, read the question very well and answer it for yourselves. By if you start like this, you will not know how you're going to pass your Jamb. It will be like a magic, or Waec. It will be like magic to you. Thank you very much. Welcome again to Uncle Emma's online tutorials. Uncle Emma online tutorials specially made for science students. Thanks. God bless.